On this episode, we are dealing with 6 bad things the prodigal son did. 6 bad things the prodigal son did. And you'll find the story at Luke chapter 15, the verse number 11. I repeat, Luke chapter 15, the verse number 11, because repetition is the mother of studies. Now, to start with, the first bad thing the prodigal son did was he took too much. He took too much. Bible said that the youngest son of that man went to him and said, "Give me my portion of your inheritance that falleth to me." And Bible said that the father gave it to him. And he continued to say that in no time he took all, he gathered all. And so that is the first error, mistake, or whatever you call it, the prodigal son did. He took too much. He gathered all. Listen, you can take blessing, you can take money, you can take something from somebody, but don't gather all and take them away. It's like trying to say you don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. But this boy, when he was embarking on the journey to a far country, he decided to take all. And that was his first mistake. The second point he did was he left too early. He left too early. Bible said that, and not long after, he gathered all. There are a lot of us, we are too quick to leave. We are too quick to gather all and to leave our boss. We are too quick to leave our fathers. We are too quick to leave our country. We are too quick to take certain decisions. So the prodigal son, he left too early. That was the second mistake he did. And I am here entreating you to take your time in some of the decisions you make, and it will really help you. Number 3, he went too far. He went too far. You see, when you look at the mysteries of this prodigal son story, you realize that the father is God. The father is God, and the son is we Christians of today. So he going into a far country, he went too far. It means that he broke communication with the father. He broke relationship with the father. Don't go too far in life such that you cannot no more be connected to the altar that raised you. Don't go too far in life. Don't go too far like Solomon, who was now marrying daughters of some kings who were into idolatry. And so Solomon at the end of the day was so far from God. That's why his life didn't really end well as expected. So you don't need to go too far from God. Too far from God means you don't connect, you don't pray again, you don't go to church again, you don't do some things that is expected of you. Now, the point number 4, he spent too much. You can take a lot, but don't use all. Let me repeat it. You can gather a lot of blessings from God, but don't spend all. You need to keep some. So when you are blessed with money, there are 3 things you have to do. First, you need to save some. Second, you need to sow some. Then third, you need to spend some. Save some means put some somewhere, probably in your bank account, your savings account. You might need it tomorrow. Sowing some means you give offerings. You go to orphanage. You bless people with the things they need if you can afford. Then the third part of your money must be spent. You must eat. You must look good. You must dress well. You must, enjoy. So that falls under it. But this boy, he took too much. He took too much. He took too much and spent too much. So the fourth point is that he spent too much. All that he gathered, Bible said he spent them on riotous living. He spent all that he gathered from his father, and spent them on riotous living. He was into prostitution. He was into partying unnecessary. So he was spending too much. Then the fifth thing the prodigal son did was that he stooped too low. Stooping too low means that he forgot where he was coming from. You see, the situation he found himself in did not warrant to do what he did in the far country. Bible said he went to join himself to a citizen of that country, and the citizen of that country sent him into his pig farm to go and look after the pigs. So instead of him to return home, he decided to go and work in the far country. And in the far country, he ended up working in pig farm. It doesn't mean, being with pigs is bad. But where you are coming from, pigs, Bible says you do not have to cast your pearls before swine. Swine will destroy it, let alone going to live with them. So it is purely not about pig farming, but it purely has to do with where you find yourself. And Bible says that he wished that he would even eat the feed of the pig. That is where the point is. He even desired to eat the feed of the pig. But the people of that far country did not give him some of the pig feed to eat. And that is also another story to talk about. But the point is, he stooped too low. Let me tell you, the fact that you have nothing does not mean you should get yourself involved in certain things. Becoming an armed robber, you are stooping too low. Entering into idolatry, you are stooping too low. As a matter of fact, being corrupt in other aspects and also getting yourself in so many things that are not supposed to be mentioned, you know that you are stooping too low. Your realm, if your parents hear of the things you are doing behind the scenes, do you think they are going to be happy? And that is what we call stooping too low. Okay, so the last thing the prodigal son did, which to me was bad, was that he stayed too long. He stayed too long. Do you know what he was supposed to do? When he got to know that his money was finished, he shouldn't have even worried himself going to find something to do. All the wealth your father gave to you, you couldn't manage it. What makes you think that small money you are going to get from that small business can sustain you in the far country? So the first thing he should have done was to run faster home. But he decided to go and do other menial jobs, and it was not working for him. You see, it might be somebody's strategy, but for him, it was not working for him. So the last point was that he stayed too long. He should have left the far country earlier than he did. So I want to bring you through the steps. The 6 bad things the prodigal son did. 1, he took too much from the father. He left too early. He went too far. He spent too much. He stooped too low. And the 6th one, he stayed too long. All right. God bless you for joining this session. And I will bring to you the next episode about the behavior of the father. The 18 things the father did that were strange. Strange 18 things the father of the prodigal son did. It will really be of a blessing to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the page, and your life will never be the same. Bye-bye.